Hey guys, Eric here, and I wanted to talk with you real quickly as I'm giving a quick review about this book that I just recently picked up called Relentless. This book will teach you how to not just go from good to great, but unstoppable. And really, we all have the potential to go even further than what we're already doing. And why aren't we doing it? Because a lot of times that self-doubt that's in us really hinders us from going forward. And some people may be experiencing paralysis by analysis. In other words, you're just thinking too much about things. This book will teach you how to take everything a step further. This guy, Tim Grover, the guy that wrote the book, he's worked with some of the best, like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. So you're going to get a lot of insight from him and from the players and how they think. But this all applies to anything. So whether it's sports or business or anything in the entrepreneurial sense that you're trying to further your own business, this all applies. Now, let me give you a really quick background of why I bought this book to begin with. A friend of mine told me that he had doubled and even tripled after a while what he was making in real estate. And I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I read this book." And I said, "Okay." So I had to see what this book was about. This will create a new mindset for you. So whatever you're thinking about, you will become a different thinker by reading this book. So I definitely encourage reading it. Think of it like this, what food is for the body, reading is for the brain. So if you're reading the right content and it will help you get in the right direction as far as where you want to go, then you're going to take everything further. You will be unstoppable. So I encourage you to check the book out. But what I want to do is just read really quickly just a few excerpts from the book, just to give you an idea how Tim thinks and what he says. Even right in the very beginning of the book, he says, to be the best, whether in sports or business or any other aspect of life, it's never enough to just get to the top. You have to stay there, and then you have to climb higher, because there's always someone right behind you trying to catch up. And ain't that the truth? There's always somebody trying to catch up or right behind you. So he explains that, and he explains also that the mindset that when you think that you're there, you should be thinking about the next step. Instead of celebrating that where you're at right now, think about the next step. And that's how you grow. That's how you'll continually grow. So let me just really quickly say here that in the book, when Tim is talking about going from good to great to unstoppable, Tim breaks it down into 3 types of people in this book. So when he's talking about going from good to great to unstoppable, what he's talking about is the coolers, the closers, and the cleaners. Those are the 3 terms he's going to use a lot throughout the book. So let's give you a quick example here. So if you're a cooler and you're in the NBA and you're okay with sitting on the bench and still making the kind of big money that you're making, you don't really want to do a whole lot, you just do up to, status quo, you're okay with where you're at. You're a cooler. A closer, however, may have a bigger name and may be doing very well at their skill and their game, and they may not like a lot of attention or drama or like to be put in the spotlight. However, the cleaner is the one that basically does not give a damn what anybody thinks, does their own thing, still obviously part of the game, but they do their own thing, and it's a winning mentality and is an unstoppable mentality. So when you look at the big guys like your Kobe Bryant and your Michael Jordans, those guys have the sort of mentality, it's like a train on a track that just keeps going. So it's interesting how Tim refers to those 3 different types of people, and you can look at it and you can sort of apply it to different people in your life and think to yourself, well, that person's a cooler, or that person's a cleaner. So very interesting to look at it from that aspect. Here's another thing from the book here. It says, good things come to those who wait. Now, we've heard that a million times. Good things come to those who wait. And then he says, no, good things come to those who work. See, we have to take things that we know or that we've heard and really kind of think differently now. Because a lot of times when people say things, they believe it, and they think that's the way it is. That's not the way it is in all cases. So if you say good things come to those who wait, why are you waiting? You need to do this right now. You need to step off and just really kind of get your life in gear. And that's what I liked about this book. It sort of gave me a new perspective of things. And reaching or attaining my goals, what this book did was it just sort of kicked me, and said, hey, you can do this, okay? So I suggest checking this book out. Go to the description box, and you'll be pleasantly surprised as to the information that's in this book that's going to help you out. And I have a habit of writing in books. So what I did was I highlighted or I underlined a lot of things in here that were really important to me. So this is one of those books you can actually go back and refer back again and just kind of reread some things. This is great food for the brain. Tim Grover, Going from Good to Great to Unstoppable. I suggest this book. Guys, if you buy this book, let me know what you thought in the comments section. I'd really like to know. All right. Thanks again, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys real soon.